top news, Tesla is recalling nearly all 2 million of its cars on U.S. roads due to regulators' concerns about the company's autopilot feature. The vehicles will be updated over cellular networks, the New York Times reports. OpenAI will pay publisher Axel Springer to use content from titles such as Politico and Business Insider to populate answers in ChatGPT and train its AI tools. The European Union is backing a deal to reclassify potentially millions of gig workers as employees, a move that could cost the ride-hailing and food delivery companies billions. And good news, parents, according to new research from Stanford, AI tools like ChatGPT have not boosted overall cheating rates in schools. Massive fundings. Line Next, a Web3 unit of the Japanese messaging app Line, has raised $140 million in funding led by Crescendo Equity Partners, a Peter Thiel-backed private equity firm in South Korea. TechCrunch has more. Tome Biosciences, a 2-year-old startup based in Watertown, Ma. That is developing gene editing technology that enables the insertion of varying sizes of genetic material anywhere in the genome without damaging or breaking DNA, raised a $213 million round. Investors included Andreessen Horowitz, Arch Venture Partners, GV Management Company, and Longwood Fund. Biopharmadive has more. Twin Health, a 5-year-old startup based in Mountain View, CA, whose platform and app help patients manage chronic metabolic diseases like diabetes and obesity, raised a $50 million Series C round led by Temasek, with additional participation from previous investors Iconic Growth, Sofina, PeakXV, and Helena. Tech funding news has more. Big but not crazy big fundings. Andalusia Labs, an Abu Dhabi startup that builds tools to help developers manage risks associated with cryptocurrencies, raised a $48 million Series A round at a valuation north of $1 billion, TechCrunch exclusively reports. Lightspeed Venture Partners was the lead, while other investors included Mubadala Capital as well as previous investors Pantera Capital, Framework Ventures, Bain Capital Ventures, and Digital Currency Group. The company has raised a total of approximately $51 million. Dynamic Labs, a 2-year-old Palo Alto startup that is rolling out non-custodial wallet tools to give developers the ability to incorporate Faceit and touch it into Web3 wallet design, raised a $16.5 million Series A round led by Andreessen Horowitz, with Founders Fund also anteing up. The block has more. Freya Biosciences, a 3-year-old Copenhagen startup that is developing women's reproductive immunotherapies, raised a $38 million Series A round co-led by Sofinova Partners and OMX Ventures, with the Export and Investment Fund of Denmark, Angelini Ventures, Mike Jaffer Family Office, C Ventures, Corundum Systems Biology, and Indaco Venture Partners also taking part. Pharmaceutical technology has more. Guards, a 1-year-old Tel Aviv startup that says it has created an all-in-one security and cyber insurance service for SMBs, raised an $18 million Series A round led by Gilot Capital Partners, with Clear Sky as well as previous investors Hanako Ventures, iAngels, and GKFF Ventures also pitching in. The company has raised a total of $28 million. TechCrunch has more. Pivot, a Paris startup founded this year whose software integrates with existing financial systems and ERPs and helps companies automate procurement workflows, raised a $21.6 million Series A round. Investors included previous investors Visionaries, Emblem, Anamkara, and Oliver Samwer. TechCrunch has more here. Verve Motion, a 3-year-old startup based in Cambridge, Ma, that is fabricating robotic exosuits to protect workers in factories and other potentially hazardous environments, raised a $20 million Series B round led by Cybernetics Ventures, with Construct Capital, Pillar VC, and OUP also investing. The company has raised a total of $40 million. TechCrunch has more. Zuper, a 7-year-old Seattle startup whose platform provides automated workflows for field service workers, raised a $32 million Series B round led by Fuse, with Prime Ventures also contributing. The company has raised a total of $46.1 million. TechCrunch has more. Smaller fundings. Certainly Health, a New York startup whose marketplace affords consumers the ability to book doctors with upfront prices, raised a $2.3 million round. Investors included Pacific 8 Ventures and Y Combinator. Vader has more. Chalk, a San Francisco startup that is building high-speed data pipelines specifically designed for AI and machine learning projects, raised a $10 million seed round led by General Catalyst and joined by Unusual Ventures and X Fund. Crowdfund Insider has more. Encellin, a 7-year-old San Francisco startup that is developing cell encapsulation platforms to treat endocrine disorders, raised a $9.9 million round led by Khosla Ventures, with additional investment from Y Combinator. The Financial Post has more here. Featureform, a 4-year-old San Francisco startup that helps developers manage the features in their AI or machine learning models, raised a $5.5 million seed round co-led by Great Point Ventures and Zeta Venture Partners, with Tuesday Capital and Alumni Ventures also backing the company. Featureform has raised a total of $8.1 million. SiliconANGLE has more. iVirtual, a 9-year-old French startup that claims it can measure vital signs through a video selfie, raised a $3.3 million round. Backers included Malakoff Humanis as well as previous investors Alea and UI Investment. The company has raised a total of $6.6 million. Tech.eu has more. Lerdo Labs, a 1-year-old startup based in San Jose, whose generative AI platform can write code based on natural language commands, raised an $8.5 million seed round. Radical Ventures and Horizons Ventures co-led the deal. TechCrunch has more. Magma, a 1-year-old Austin startup that aims to streamline game development by providing AI-assisted art creation and project management features to keep teams organized and on track, raised a $5 million seed round led by GFR Fund, with 4 founders and Supernode Global also taking stakes. VentureBeat has more. Metafuels, a 2-year-old Zurich startup that aims to produce a viable 100% synthetic jet fuel substitute by 2030, raised an $8.7 million seed round. Energy Impact Partners and Contrarian Ventures were the co-leads. TechCrunch has more. Nonco, a startup that operates a digital asset brokerage, raised a $10 million round co-led by Valor Capital Group and Hack VC, with Morgan Creek Digital, 11O, LVNA Capital, Theta Capital, Bullish, Bastion Trading, and Libra Capital Ventures also piling on. CoinDesk has more. Yoi, a 2-year-old Tokyo startup that provides revenue-based financing for Japanese SMBs, raised a $5.5 million series A round led by Ameliance Partners, with additional investors including Itachi Technology Ventures and FFG Venture Business Partners. The company has raised a total of $9.5 million.